Hello, this is volume 189 of My Prostate is Trying to Kill Me. I'm Mark Graves, just a regular guy fighting prostate cancer. Glad to have you along for the ride. It's Monday, and today was supposed to be my fourth uh, chemotherapy. So I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of my day because it was kind of weird. All right, so um, when I'm doing chemo on, because it's usually on Monday. So on Sunday, I start taking steroids, and that helps to lessen the side effects from the treatment from the chemo. So it also makes sleeping Sunday night extremely difficult, which it was last night. Had a tough time sleeping. Uh, I woke up at 4, got up at 5, just started doing stuff around the house. I actually cleaned my desk off, which I have not seen my desk in a while. So this is really nice to have it. Threw away a ton of. I found mail on here from March I hadn't opened. Granted, just junk mail, but from clear back to March. So got that all done. Uh, Took a shower this morning, got all ready, got dressed, packed up my backpack. I put my ice chips in there. I put my phone charger in there in case I'm going to need it. Today I had my quilt, which there's a video coming up on that. I had my quilt in there. I had the little Santa hat that was crocheted for me by my Aunt Margie. So I had everything ready to go. Went ahead and I took the Samurai today. So I hopped the Samurai, zipped on out, and I was on Beach Boulevard. I was almost to Hogue, and I got to a section where there wasn't a street to turn on, but there's left turn pockets going either way so people can make U-turns and go by. I'm doing probably maybe 50. I was, flying down the street, and all of a sudden, this blue Prius pulls out in front of me. And I mean, just pulls out in front of me. So I did the deer in the headlight look. He did the deer in the headlight look and stopped. He didn't keep going. He saw me and freaked out, put his brakes on and stopped his Prius. So here I am, barreling in at 50 miles an hour, close enough that I can see this guy's face. So, slam on the brakes, pop in the clutch, and I got nowhere to go. I mean, nowhere to go. And at the last possible second, this guy starts moving, and he's moving, across the street. And I'm like, here we go, Lord. I need your help. And I made it between him and the center divider curb with nothing to spare. I mean, nothing. I thought for sure this is it. I'm going to hit that guy. I'm going to flip. I'm going to roll over the center divider onto the other side of Beach Boulevard, northbound traffic. It's done. My life is over. I mean, I was positive. And after I flew past that guy, I just started laughing. I was just like, wow, thank you, Lord. You got me out of that one. And so I was almost to Hogue. And, so I slowed down and got a left turn lane, and I could see in the rearview mirror that Prius had been over in the slow lane and wasn't moving too quickly. I think he was still probably, wetting himself too, because it would have screwed his car up as well. And so as I got into the left turn pocket, he came over all the way next to me as he was still going south on Beach Boulevard. And as he went by, he's looking over his shoulder, and he's, big old one of these, like, dude, I am so sorry. And so I thought, what am I going to do? I waved back at him and go, hey, brother, we're alive, man. Have a great day. And so then I made my U-turn, went into Hogue, and the outdoor parking lot, which is much closer to the front door, and something I appreciate, was full. It always is. So you got to do the circle around. And it's not that big of a parking lot to begin with. Plus, the Emergicare took up a whole lane, both sides, and they have those plastic signs that are up there. And it's hilarious because as people pull in, you'll hear those signs go down and hit the ground. They're loud, because people don't know how far to pull forward, and they'll hit that sign and then it hits another car. So there was all these open spots, but you can't use them because they're made for Emergicare parking. And so anyways, I'm circling. I'm in there probably, 2 minutes. I'm driving around. I see somebody heading down the parking lot, and it'll be interesting. Listen to this little part of the story. And if you disagree with me or agree with me, leave a comment in there and let me know what you would do. But here's what I did. As I'm driving, I see the lady walking, and she's heading down the lane. So, of course, I do that scope thing. I'm already circling around. And I go, okay, she's going down that aisle. She's kind of, to this side. to the right side. So maybe she's going to be one of those cars there. And then I see a lady coming the other direction, and she's got her window down, and she evidently asked this lady, "Where are you parked?" And I see the lady point, over there, over there. And so I'm like, sweet. I go down the next row, make a left, and go all the way down to the end, and then make another left. And there she is. She's the second spot from the end, big white GMC SUV. And so I put my blinker on. And, of course, I got the Sammy, no top on, so I can hear stuff pretty well, but I got the radio on. So I hear squawk, 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 squawk. I'm like, what the heck? So I turn the radio down. I'm listening, and I can still tell as a woman, not happy, and she's screaming. So I'm like looking around. Oh, is somebody talking to me? And then the horn. And it wasn't just a beep, beep. It was getting on there, just laying on that horn. So I turn around, and I look. I did one of these. I look back, and I see this lady. Her face is all red. She's all pissed off. And she's probably, I don't know, if I had to guess, 70s. She's got late 60s, early 70s. And, she is just screaming at me. And she goes, "That's my spot. That's my spot. I reserved it with that lady. I talked to that lady, and she told me she could have it." And I'm looking back, and I'm like, okay, well, it's kind of first come, first serve, and I've been circling the parking lot for about 3 minutes now. And so she, and I can't say on my video what she said, but starts with F and ends with Y. Oh, no, ends with U. And so then she proceeds to put her car in reverse and steps on the gas. And then there's another horn honking because there's a car behind her that she didn't see. So they stopped about that far from each other. And then the lady in the SUV took her time, backing out. So this lady had circled around again and came back up behind me. And, stink eye, just giving me major stink eye. So anyways, I pulled in there and headed on into the building. So do me a favor. If you think I should have handled that differently, put it in the comments. Should I have let her have the parking space? I was there first. She had just pulled into the parking lot and chatted this lady up, evidently. And I didn't know that's how it worked. Somebody says, "Yeah, I'm parked over here, and it's yours. Nobody else can have it." So anyways, now the more I think about it, the more I think I might have been a dick. And I might be sorry I told you the story. But anyways, let me know in the comments below what you think. Would you have done what I did, or would you have motored on your way and let her have the spot? Okay, so then fast forward to, I walk into the building. I go to the office where my oncologist is at, and it was Pacific Shores Medical Center, or Medical Oncology is what they've always been called. Got 3 letters over the past probably month and a half that they are becoming part of City of Hope, which is fantastic. City of Hope rocks. I mean, they have amazing cancer research. So I'm extremely happy about this, excited about this. So the first thing I noticed is all of the notices that were up there for the PPE are all gone. So I'm sitting there thinking, wow, is it possible I can get away with no mask in here? So I walk in. No, not the case. They have, because it's City of Hope, they have all the new social distancing stickers on the carpet. So, 6 feet apart. Every other chair has a huge banner across it. Don't sit here. And they don't have a lot of chairs to begin with in that waiting room. It's not a huge waiting room, but it is full. Every single chair is taken. There's 5 people standing up. I go up to the counter, and the only place left that I could stand was like right by the front counter and in between that and the door where they take you back. And so then they hand me this stack of paperwork like this, and they said, "We need you to fill this out. Can we see your driver's license and your insurance card, medical insurance card?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So I give them all the stuff, and I start filling out all the information. And it was just amazing because there were so many of the patients that were grumbling. They were so pissed. And I'm thinking, okay, because today's the first day that they're part of City of Hope. Now, granted, there probably could have been better ways to handle this. Maybe they send us stuff in the mail. Why not send the forms that everybody's going to have to fill out when they come in? We could have filled them all ahead of time, walked in here and go, "There you go," and we'd have been done. But they didn't. So anyways, I'm sitting here, gosh, long story short, 2.5 hours after my appointment, I'm still sitting out in the waiting room. And there's a guy comes walking in, and he's got an attitude. He's pissed off. And he says, "Hey, I'm supposed to have chemo, and it's 20 minutes past my appointment." And I'm like, 20 minutes? I'm 2.5 hours, bro. And so then I'm sitting there, and I actually said a little prayer. I asked God to help me remain calm, because there's no reason to get pissed off about this. I got nowhere to go. I'm retired. So finally, this one lady's in there, and she's just, I wouldn't say she's a Karen, but close. And she's just, in fact, and she's there with her dad. Her dad's the patient. And she's just going on and on and on and on. And everybody's just kind of looking at her like, shut the hell up, lady, please. So finally, what I got to do, open my big mouth. And I said, I go, this really is an inconvenience. But the silver lining, you and I only have to do it one time. They've got to do it for thousands of patients that are going to come through here. And the thing was, too, is that City of Hope didn't come in last week and teach everybody the new system and how to enter stuff into the computer. And now they had bracelet printers. They have a little wristband printer thing that comes out. Everything it's a whole different system, a completely different computer system. And so the staff is there today. And then they got 20-some people from City of Hope showed up trying to teach these people how to get everything into the computer. And it's taken forever, So it is what it is. But it sucks, but I only have to do it one time. So that's all done. Then I asked Rachel when she came out. She's been my nurse a couple times. And I said, hey, this guy literally is only 20 minutes late, and they just took him back. Can you let the staff know I'm out here? Because I had that happen before where I sat out there for a couple hours and they didn't know I was there. And she goes, sure, let me check. So within 3 or 4 minutes, somebody came back and got me. And instead of taking me into treatment, they took me into one of the examination rooms. I took my blood pressure, had a little chat, and then did the blood draw and took the blood. Then they went and got the test. Now, the blood draw is normally done in the chair where I'm actually getting the infusion. I'm getting my chemo treatment. But this time they did it in the office over there because I was supposed to have an appointment with Catherine, who's my PA. And so they took the blood. They run a quick tests on it and stuff. She came back and she says, hey, we're going to cancel your chemo for today. I said, really? And she goes, yep. She said, you're showing signs of fatty liver and your liver enzymes are up. And she also said that my renal numbers didn't look good. So basically problems with my liver and my kidneys. And so she goes, we're going to do a ultrasound on that. And when I had seen my primary care physician last week, he told me the same thing because he did a full lipid panel. He saw all that. So I was already scheduled for an ultrasound on Friday for the fatty liver. So they're going to do an abdominal. And then I just got off the phone with Catherine, and they're going to add the renal part of it too. So I get two ultrasounds on Friday, and they'll take a look at that. So that kind of worried me a little bit when she told me, that, hey, liver problems and, kidney problems, but it's expected with chemotherapy. So this is why they check my blood every single week. And so what they're going to do is probably lower my dosage a little bit and make my cocktail a little weaker, which they've already knocked that down 10% because I had such adverse reactions to it the first time and ended up in the hospital with an infection, all that stuff. So she said my red cell and my white cell blood cell counts look good. So she gave me permission to get a pedicure. Crystal, I'll be calling you. And then some new stuff that's been popping up. Taste buds. I'm having all kinds of problems with the taste buds. Things don't taste right. Which, by the way, I made smash burgers last night. It tasted phenomenal. So I can only expect how good they were, for people that have good taste buds. And it's not as bad as it can be. Some people lose taste completely. I still have taste. It's just not pronounced. So picture eating, in fact, perfect example. I got a can of Pringles, salt and vinegar. And you know how strong those are. I mean, really strong. I popped one in there. I was like, it didn't even taste like a regular Pringle. I mean, it had no salt. It had no vinegar. It had no punch to it or anything. And that's depressing. Now, some things still taste okay. M&Ms, they still taste like M&Ms to me. But the lasagnas, I've made a couple lasagnas over the past couple of weeks. They haven't tasted exactly like they should be. Tacos don't taste exactly like they should be. So most things are just off a little bit. And I apologize. This video is running way longer than I expected, but I'm just feeling like blabbermouth. Part of that is because I did my steroids yesterday and this morning, and it kind of amps me up a little bit. So that's what's going on here. But anyways, okay, so Friday I'll go for the ultrasounds. They rescheduled my chemo to next Monday and then canceled my appointment for tomorrow where I would normally get my booster shot. So since I didn't have treatment today, don't have to get the booster shot. So basically what that means is I have a bonus week of actually feeling okay. So this could be good. I'm going out to Bass Pro Shop tomorrow morning with my buddy, picking up a new rifle, and then I think the rest of the week, all I've got is the what do you call it, ultrasound on Friday. So I might get some stuff done this week. I could be productive. I'm not going to push it, not going to blow that lesson again and be on the couch as much, but I will be on the couch this afternoon. I'm already positive of that. But anyways, that's where I'm at. So I'm trying to remember if there was something else I forgot to tell you. Oh, silver lining. So I'm a silver lining guy. Here it is. Okay. So this morning, Kelly was waiting for a call. The EDD told her that they were going to give her a call between 8 and 10 a.m. And so, number one, she's like, I don't know what they want. And then she gets a piece of mail in the mail today, saying, hey, we're going to call you this morning. And so by 11 o'clock, still no call. So she was like, screw you guys. I got to go to work. So she took off, went to work. So our routine was screwed up this morning. And the Sammy was parked up against the garage. Kelly's car was parked in the driveway. And the Tundra was still parked across the street by Anthony's house because of when it got detailed on Thursday. And the yard guys came. Wow, sorry about that. The yard guys came. I put it on the other side of the street so they wouldn't blow grass all over it and everything. Well, the Sammy I have driven, so I put it back in the driveway, but the Tundra was still sitting over there. Today's the second Monday of the month, street sweeper day, between noon and 4. So at 1:20, I'm coming down Bolsa Chica, getting ready to make a right into my track, and I realize, crap, the Tundra is out there, and it's 1:20. And it's parked on the side that gets street sweeper first, comes by, and then it's like, 2 hours later, it comes down my side of the street. Well, they have the little guy from the city of Huntington Beach. It's actually a third party now that does it. But he has his little Prius and follows the guy along. So I pull in and thinking, oh, crap, I'm going to have a ticket on my windshield, which I got one a long time ago. I've only had one, but other people have had them around here. They're $86 and they put it on your windshield, and it actually has a photo of your vehicle on the street with the timestamp and all that kind of stuff. So I walk across the street with the keys to go get the truck, and there's nothing under my windshield wiper. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So come out of the cul-de-sac, make a U-turn, pull across the street, park in my driveway, pull it all the way up. As soon as I get out of the truck, I hear, whoo, and here comes a street sweeper up my street with the little Prius behind it. So I let the street sweeper go by, and then I go like this to the guy in the Prius, and he stops, rolls down the window, and I said, you know what? I said, I don't want to turn myself in, but I was parked over there when the street sweeper went by, and I didn't get a ticket. Did somebody take it or what? And he goes, well, what were you driving, or what was parked there? And I go, the big Tundra right there. And he goes, oh yeah, I saw that. He says, no, what happened was I was passing out 2 citations on the other cul-de-sac over there, and when I came back around, I didn't see him go past your truck. And he says, it looks all clean, so I have no way of knowing if he went by and you came in and parked behind him, or he went around you. He goes, I don't know. And he said, I would rather err on the side of not giving you a ticket rather than pissing you off and giving you a ticket and then you trying to fight it and go, hey, wait a minute. I did a little lap around there while the guy went by and I pulled him behind it. And I thought, you know what? That's not the way it would normally work, I bet. So anyways, I told him, I said, thank you and God bless you. And then I said a real quick one to the guy upstairs because maybe he had something to do with it. Maybe he looked at me and said, you know what? You've already had enough of a crappy day today. I'm going to give you something to be happy about. So anyways, I was extremely happy about that. Came home, called my sister, talked to her for a little while. I called and talked to Kelly on my way home from the doctor's. So I thought I would get this video up there real quick. And I apologize. I got a feeling I went way along. Oh my God, 20 minutes. So if you guys stuck through to this point, thank you so much. I appreciate it, because this is just a whole lot of blah, 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 and blabber, blabber, blabber. But I'm excited because I'm going to get an extra week of, getting things done and feeling good. So that's awesome. But anyways, real quick, thank you so much for all of the prayers, the good thoughts you send my way, the positive vibes, the aloha, the shaka, the good juju, everything you guys send me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And if you'd like to follow along on my journey, then please feel free to give me a thumbs up, give me a like, click on the subscribe button below, and then hit the little bell, and it'll notify you in the email every time that I put up a new video. But can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys being there. I know we haven't used this word in a while, but it is cathartic for me. It really is. And so just two more things really quick right now. Lee Burgess from the Cancer Crew, his radiation, he only has 2 treatments left. So you guys have been holding him up and praying for him this whole time. 2 more nights, man. Let's keep it going. So far, it's gone pretty well for him. And I attribute a lot of that to you guys and the prayers that you sent his way. And the other thing, I think I might have mentioned it, but it involves a handmade quilt. And I'm going to do my absolute best to get that video up tomorrow. You guys, you're not going to believe this. It's absolutely amazing. So until I get that video done and posted, thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. I'm praying for all of you too. How about we beat this cancer together, okay?